Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing this recipe for Ayamase Jollof Rice. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that this recipe was very popular when I posted it. I just decided to try something different and this rice turned out amazing. So in this video, I'll be sharing the recipe for it. You need the same ingredients that you will for your ayamase. So you need green pepper, green habaneros, you need onions, and you need some meat. For this, I'm using ram meat. Ram meat is my favorite meat and it has a lot of flavor, so that's what I'm using. I'm using shaki, I'm using gizzard, and I'm also using Sella Basmati rice. This is the only type of rice that I use. For seasoning, I'm only using stock cubes, ground crayfish, and some salt. I'm going to use Iru, which is locust beans, and I'm going to use bleached palm oil. For this recipe, the first thing you need to do is to cut up your meat into small bits, into bite-sized pieces. My ram meat was already cut from the store where I bought it from. So I'm cutting my gizzard, my shaki, and my pomo. After cutting them, I'm going to fry them. I don't fry my pomo and shaki because I think they will dry out if I do. So I'm only going to fry my ram meat and the gizzard. So I'm going to put the pomo and the shaki separately, and then the others I'm going to fry. Next, I'm going to wash my rice. So I usually just soak my rice in boiling water for 5 minutes and then I rinse. I don't parboil my rice on fire before I use it. I just soak it in hot water, wash it, and then it's ready to use. Then I'm going to wash my peppers, the green peppers, the habanero, and the onions. I'm going to take out the seeds and wash it. I would have liked to leave the seeds for that look, but sometimes you find that some things are growing in your peppers. You can find maggots and insects and all kinds of things. So I just like to clean my peppers, take out the seeds, and make sure it's all clean and there's nothing funny growing in my peppers. Give it another rinse now, and then I'm going to steam this. I like the flavor that I get when I steam my peppers first before making my stew. So even for regular chicken or beef stew, I will steam my peppers first before I blend, and it also means that it doesn't spend a lot of time cooking because I already boiled the peppers. So I'm just going to leave this. There's no water in this at all, but of course there's a little drops from rinsing the peppers. I'm going to cover it now and just let it steam for 10 to 15 minutes. Now that it's steamed, I'm just going to open the pot and let it cool before I blend. I'm blending it now in a food processor. It's just going to roughly blend. I don't want it to be smooth because that is how I like my ayamase. I'll just blend it a couple of seconds and then it's ready. So in a clean pot, I'm pouring my bleached palm oil. That palm oil is bleached. I know some people have argued with me before that there's no way bleached palm oil looks like that. It doesn't look so translucent once you've done it. But when I bleach my palm oil for 15 minutes, this is what it looks like. And I have a video on my Instagram page if you would like to know how to safely bleach your palm oil. So in the oil, I added my ram meat and my gizzard, and I just fried it lightly for 10 minutes. I'm going to take all of the meat out of the oil now, and in this same oil is where I'm going to cook the base for the jollof rice. So I'm pouring my blended pepper mixture in the oil, and you want to do this on high heat. You want it to start to fry straight away rather than boil. So put it on high heat and try to stir it as often as you can. Next, I'm going to add my iru, which is the locust beans, some stock cubes, and then the ground crayfish and the salt. Just give it a stir again and let it cook. Make sure you keep an eye on it and stir it every couple of minutes. You don't want it to start burning because remember the heat is high. When the oil starts to come to the top, then you know that the base is ready. Add your meat stock if you're using any, and if not, just add some water, enough water to cook the rice. Now my Sella Basmati rice only takes 15 minutes to cook, so it doesn't take a lot of time to cook, which means it doesn't need a lot of water. So I'm only going to add a little bit of water. And if I need any more, I'll add it as I go, but I'm going to start off with a very little bit of water now. I'm going to cover it and let it boil, and then I'm going to add my rice. Feel free to add some curry powder and some dried thyme for extra flavor, but your typical Ayamase doesn't use all that, and I wanted to keep this as close to the authentic as possible, but you can add in extra seasoning if you want to. Now I'm going to add in my shaki and my pomot just because I didn't fry them, and I just wanted to get all of the juice from the base, get a little softer if possible, although I cooked it and it was really soft to start off with. I'm just going to cover the pot now and allow the rice to cook. Once the rice starts to dry, I'm going to add in my fried meat. I didn't want the moisture from the rice to wet the meat too much. I wanted it to still have that fried look and still have a little bit of crunch. So I'm adding it when most of the water has dried up and there's just a little bit of steaming left to be done. I'm going to mix everything together, and also the reason I used ram meat with the bone is because it will give extra flavor to this rice. I love ram meat so much. The flavor from it is just incredible. It takes everything to the next level. I do hope that you try out this recipe. If you do, tag me on Instagram. Leave me your comments and your questions in the comment section below and I'll respond to them. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done that, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.